a tri-state treasure can be described as a person, a place, or a thing. In this case, a person responsible for giving opportunities to aspiring filmmakers, directors, as well as actors here in the region. And he's the subject of the latest edition of Tri-State Treasures.
With major Hollywood movie sets over 2,000 miles away, opportunities for young filmmakers in the tri-state can be scarce. One man's passion for filmmaking changed all that in 2015 with production of a feature-length horror film titled Volumes of Blood. Producer PJ Stark shares what inspired this ambitious adventure with others in Owensboro.
Ultimately, it was just, I'm really passionate about this. I love doing it. And the key to doing something successfully is surrounding yourself with other people like you who are passionate and dedicated. There's two types of people that you can be. You can be the person who gets it going, or you could be the person who's waiting around for someone else to get it going and then get involved.
But how do you compete or even keep up with big productions on a shoestring budget? Starks explains the limitations and luxuries of independent filmmaking.
You realize what your limitations are and what your resources are, what you can pull off, coming up with a concept based around what you know you're capable of doing.
It was first a relationship with an unlikely sponsor, the Davis County Public Library, and its unscripted film school that gave birth to an army of eager filmmakers. Starks says despite the large crew and equipment, the budget was surprisingly low.
The first movie only cost around $6,000, but that was ultimately for ancillary things, more so special effects.
And Stark says he's not a big fan of CG effects, but with 19 kill scenes, the budget called for an ambitious amount of blood. Lots of blood. In fact, volumes of blood.
And the thing about blood is that it's not just corn syrup and red food dye. There's blood for linoleum floors, there's blood for carpet, there's blood for clothes, there's blood for skin, there's blood you can get in your mouth and your eyes, there's blood you can't get in your mouth and your eyes.
And there's blood you can splatter on the ceiling of the Davis County Public Library, something the library has no plans of cleaning off anytime soon. As for why he's inspired to produce horror movies, the reply from Starks offers insight into his own fears.
Truthfully, what it really comes down to is I'm terrified of death. And for me, what I can't fathom most is being forgotten. And I don't think that I'm so special that I should be remembered, but it still terrifies me to think in 100 years no one's going to remember that I existed.
Since the first Volumes of Blood, Starks has produced 20 other projects, helping with scripts, marketing, and promotion. And after a successful sequel, a final installment of Volumes of Blood is in the works, providing more cringeworthy content thanks to this up-and-coming tri-state treasure. Tommy Mason, 44 News.